Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nar Shaddaa, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go.
Too many Mandalorians were scattered after the war, without purpose and without direction. Most became little more than raiders.
Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot. It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive. Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice. Well, not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy. I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
No! Look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in. Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure. Well, they work for the Exchange. For the only language the Exchange respects is money. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Spare a few. Much appreciated, friend. Look, one other thing. It's obvious you're new. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place, and easy to get lost in. I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need? Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands. And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another? The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer, and perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist. Very well, but mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
Sullistan's hearing's pretty sharp, if you couldn't guess from the low. Big Ears here might know someone who can change the Ebon Hawk's ID signature. Could be useful for avoiding notice.
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship. It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a route... The registry's 34P7JK. It's got a temperamental hyperdrive, and the turrets can be sluggish and unresponsive against fast-moving fighters. She's also got 2 secret compartments, one in the cargo hold, right near the plasteel cylinders in the back, and the second beneath the bunks and the starboard cabin. So, you gonna hand it over now, or are you going to be difficult? Good to hear you aren't going to challenge it. That makes things a lot easier. No hard feelings, I hope. Don't worry. You shouldn't have any trouble finding transport off Nar Shaddaa on your own. I'll be going now. Get used to the solid ground beneath you.
Let me shoot him in the back. No one has to know.
Disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you. It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare. I'm surprised you can feel it. I feared the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force, their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life. Strange? Perhaps. Perhaps not. It is but the vibration of minds driven by life's struggles. The struggle to feed, to take, to mate, to fight. It is the way of things. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination. For as long as it lasts, like life, such waking moments within the Force are rare, waiting for the right moment when the critical point is struck and the sound rises. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment, for as long as it will last.
Oh, look! Here's the one with your credits. About time. Look, these gentlemen are getting impatient. Hey, thanks. I appreciate you helping me out of that tough spot there. I can't really pay you the money, or else I would have given it to those thugs. Are you serious? All right. I must be doing something right for you to come along and bail me out like you did.
Keep back. I am ill. Really? The others say I have the plague. I'm feeling a little better.
That was a kind act. It is good to see that one can still show compassion, even after the war. For some, it would have been a difficult thing to do.
Yatuka uwanrika huta yanolia.
Sintatita.
Kavadumpa mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish.
Dahupa bosa kurata. Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima pogu. Unta chiwi kawana bota yuntata. Dahupa bosa kurata. Kawana bota.
Sarkwesh has got us hemmed in like...
Greetings. Are you the spacer we were told of? Oh, we were expecting one of the pilots from the docks. He's late. I don't know where he is. Thank you. To be honest, I don't even know his name. 50 credits? Why? I was afraid of that. I knew I shouldn't have trusted him. Thank you. I'm beginning to lose hope that we'll ever get out of here.
Hey, you look like a spacer. Because if you need a crew, I'm your man. Yes, and look where I ended up. You need a pilot's license to fly the freighters here. I'd greatly appreciate that.
Did you find us? Please.
Hey, any... All...
I used to serve in the Mandalorian Wars. Then the Jedi Civil War crushed the Republic.
The winti need.
Kaven?
Kawana botai.
I was on Telos for a time. Kaven, I thought you had died at Serico. It is a friend I have met along the way.
Kawana bota yunta takometa kablaya unta.
Are you one of Sakwesh's men? Did you take my daughter? The Overseer, Sakwesh, he took my daughter to sell to the Hutts, all because I told him I could not pay his tribute. I owe Sakwesh 600 credits. You would? Oh, thank you.
The Exchange's thugs are always demanding toll.
Welcome, traveler. My name's Husef. I try to look out for the other refugees. I see you're a stranger here. Watch your step and keep to the camp. You've got the Serico refugees over on the skyward side. They're veterans from the Serico campaign and don't take kind to strangers. And on the inner side, you've got the Overseer and his exchange. They've been pushing us refugees pretty hard lately. If you could convince either the exchange or the Serico to give us more space, that would really help a lot. Thanks.
Another refugee? I'm sad to see another join our ranks. When Telos was bombarded by the Sith, some of us were able to escape on in-system shuttles. I think the Sith wanted witnesses to what happened to Telos. and I've been drifting from planet to planet ever since, only to end up here with nowhere left to go. You were kind to offer, but unless you can return my husband to me, there is little that you can do.
Let's see, 3 bricks of spice out to Elysia, then with a turnaround... come act! Here so soon? I wasn't expecting you for... well, not now, anyway. Yeah, well, I tried to explain that, you see, but, I had no choice. These thugs showed up, and, they said that you could go space yourselves. And I was like, no, this is the Red Eclipse, and...
Kreia? Is something wrong?
Not as of yet.
Someone's trying to board...
Yes. What happens next is not our fight, and your first reaction will not serve us here. Let us see what the exile will do.
If they think I'm going to give up this ship without a fight, well, they're wrong. It's good to be back on the old girl. Hey, what are you doing on my ship? Damn right I am. What are you...
Dobry czubabasz, kiedy skala dorcza łata Tokioke ninja. Sotoya je ringa free te de ducha, de shunko, jova nin.
Everyone down! Where that came from? Know where that came from. Say the word.
How do you like that?
Let me handle this.
There's been a misunderstanding. The ship, it's all yours. Consider it a gift, all right? Didn't know you were messing with Red Eclipse slavers. Guess those stories about the Hawk being a cursed vessel are true. Great, I'll, just find my way out, all right?
Yeah, that's a surprise. Did he say I owed him credits too? I'm as Atten will ever be. And whoever your trusted informant is, he's right. I did show up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War, along with a lot of other refugees. No, because you're asking about it. If I wanted to tell you anything, I would have come and told you. Anything else? Is this an interrogation? If so, you're terrible at it, especially for an ex-Jedi, or whatever you are. Why don't you just crawl in my head and try to dig out whatever you're looking for rather than asking about it? You know what? I helped you get off Peragus. If I hadn't been there, you wouldn't have even gotten off the administration level. I'm trying to help you. I don't know why I'm bothering. Yeah, well, I still helped you. Sort of. Maybe you shouldn't look a free Ronto in the mouth before you buy it. I don't know. I'm not sure I understand it half the time. You know what? Not once have I asked you about the Mandalorian Wars. Not once. I heard about Duxon. Everyone has. I heard about Serico, and I sure as hell know about Malachor 5. What makes you think you've got the right to interrogate me on anything? You've got plenty of lives to answer for. All you Jedi do. How did you even live with yourself after Malachor? Is that why you went back to the Jedi Council? Hoping they'd kill you? But Jedi don't kill, do they? At least not their prisoners. Maybe you were counting on it when you went back in chains. So you got off easy. You were exiled, brushed under the cargo ramp, another dirty little Jedi secret. I'll tell you, all those Jedi at Malachor, they deserved it. Every last one of them. Because Jedi lie, and they manipulate, and every act of charity or kindness they do, you can drag it out squirming into the light and see it for what it is. The galaxy doesn't need Jedi arrogance or Jedi hypocrisy anymore. At least the Sith are honest about what they're killing for. The Jedi are pacifists, except in times of war. They're teachers, except when it comes to telling their students the truth. And when they save you, it's only so you can suffer more. Whatever, just leave me alone. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you anyway. Well, don't get too attached to me. I don't like it. That depends on your perspective. I have this habit. I'm a deserter. It's what I do. Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi. Because I followed orders. But it was more than that. You were there. You knew how easy it was to hate the Jedi who sat back in the Republic, evaluating the threat, and watched us die against the Mandalorians. Because you can't believe in the Republic anymore after the Mandalorian Wars. After Revan, nothing was the same. Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do. No, it wasn't. We needed the Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars, more than anything. The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Stayrib cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III, the fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war, and we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. He saved us.
After Malachor, after the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks. We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us, not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die. So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
I started killing Jedi. A lot of them. People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it. No blasters, no getting close to them, no attacking them directly when you gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it. What's worse is that killing them was the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best. Yeah. Maybe you'll believe this, that when fighting a Jedi, you wound the Padawan first, then let the rest take care of itself. Not only will the Master remove protect the student,
but the forced bond between the two will mess up the Master's head better than any stab wound. Anything else? That's only a sample of my arsenal.
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what they're really thinking. If you throw all strong emotion feelings, lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond surface feelings to see what's deeper.
And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there. Yeah, I had a talent for it. More like instinct. I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War. But Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered. Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this. Yeah, Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see his side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join him. One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else. Because you've killed Jedi too. Different circumstances, but you have a bigger body count than I ever did. And I've been with you only a short time. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live. You got history, and anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand. Well, there was a woman, a Jedi. She gave her life for Mom. I never knew her name. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me. She was lying, of course, or I think she was. It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention. Maybe. It doesn't matter. She knew the right things to say. She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. And that anyone in his service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi. She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever. I had heard talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her. Or want to believe her. I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot. And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force. In my head. And I felt everything she felt. And I heard just an echo of what the Force was. And how what I was doing, I think I loved her. But it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know. Maybe. It doesn't matter. I killed her for crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her. In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me. And I felt her die when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said, but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end. And after that, I couldn't stop feeling things. Before, guilt, lust, impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa, and I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone. And then, I met you on Paragus. And I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try. I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past. Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else. Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time when disaster comes screaming in. I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help you. What must I do? Is there some ritual, or...
Looks like the Jedi raised their standards. Hanhar. I thought I smelled something. I've told you before, hunt your own targets. Don't scavenge mine. What, working for the Hutt suddenly made you stupider, Hanhar? You touch me, you'll break the truce. And then you won't last long enough to slip off this moon. Don't, Hanhar. I'm warning you. I don't want your life dead, Hanhar. I told you. Yeah, you're right. I'm afraid. I'm afraid if you keep crushing me, I'll accidentally set off my rocket charges and blow us both to Nal Hutta. I'd rather die than be caught by you again, Hanhar.
Blink. Looks like trouble. I think this is something everyone will want to hear. The droid's the one who picked up the message. He's got it all ready to display. Well, good thing it's not a trap.
What are you talking about? It's obviously a trap.
Could you please lighten up for 1 second?
It may be a trap, but traps work both ways. This Visquis, his kind are spread through the lower reaches of Nar Shaddaa, and he may have information. But the choice is yours. If you go, you will have to go alone.
It's just off the docks. He's got you at a disadvantage there, though. The place is filled with cyanogen gas. One whiff of that and it'll be the last breath you take. You'll need something to allow you to breathe there, and disguise you from the other patrons. You're right. Without breathing and skin protection, you'll be dead in seconds. Besides, you'll need a full bodysuit if you want to remain disguised. Like I said, a human walking around in there isn't gonna get a warm reception. Can't bring any droids in there either. There's a lot of electromagnetic activity in the area. Screws with comlinks and behavior cores. Don't be surprised if your auto map starts showing static either. Well, I wouldn't keep him waiting. If you got his attention, you probably attracted the attention of someone else. Hey, look, I wanted to tell you. Be careful. I won't be able to contact you via the comlink if something happens, and I'm betting that Squidhead knows it. Look, take these. They're healing packs. If your suit gets breached, you'll need to inject them fast if you don't want your lungs to seize up. And trust me, once the seizures start, you'll be dead. Watch yourself, and don't be too long. I'll keep an eye out here until you return. And I know just the place.
You're the big Jedi that everyone's been talking about. You don't look so tough to me. I thought you Jedi were supposed to be smart, and here you are running around Nar Shaddaa sticking your lightsaber into everyone's business. You're making some powerful enemies and attracting more attention than a fleet of Sith warships. I'm Mira. I'm the best bounty hunter in this system, and that's not me bragging, that's fact. I had you in my sights ever since you landed. I've been watching you run all over the refugee sector like a bantha, and for someone with a price on their head as high as yours, you sure don't know how to keep a low profile. Look, I know that squid-head Visquis sent you a message to meet him in the Jekjektar. He works for Godo, and it's a trap. I'm betting he's gonna lure you in there, start a fight, and then he's gonna wrap you up and deliver you to Godo, dead, claiming you attacked him. Well, whatever your reasons are, the fact you're meeting with Visquis is what I want to talk about. If I know about it, that means everybody else on this moon knows about it, or will soon enough. And when that happens, the bounty hunter truce is off. That means things are going to get real ugly real quick. I think your friends are the ones in trouble.
Well, this sure beats staying on the ship. A few drinks to keep me on my toes, a few games of Pazak to keep the mind alert. Should be enough to keep me out of trouble until our fearless leader straightens things out. Give me a hit of Juma, and keep 'em coming. Well, looks like staying on the ship was a bad idea after all. That's what I love about Nar Shaddaa, the company. So, I don't think I caught your names. You two work here, or?
Manansa kapuna wasiro toke. Need wanatu mobayes?
Yeah? What happened to your master?
Kichu no kada mirenito. Wanatu mobayes? Dorcha no bankani honkades?
No, I'm here protecting someone. Keeping them out of trouble, by acting as a distraction for people looking to harm him. Because with assassins like you two running around Nar Shaddaa, I think you're another problem my friend doesn't need.
Tawanti male kawanabota atagwa kankadiwa. Dahupo botenyo go jucho picha. Gwem tabani sochu. Noroto.
Why don't you two Shaddaas try it and we'll see what happens?
Mosicho minton baramba tininto. Dos krapa. Podyipa jopa wanadin. Choriko so. Betenyo choranats. Wamba wamba siso misu.
that's it. The bounty hunter truce is off. That means this place is gonna get real bad, real fast. I better get back to the ship. Warn the others.
That? A simple question, to which I ask another. Why should a Jedi want to hide?
Hey, we need to move out.
What are you talking about? What is wrong?
The truce between the bounty hunters and Nar Shaddaa is off. There's gonna be a war. A trap in the Jek-Jek-Tar is bad enough, but having 100 bounty hunters on your back is something else.
He was told to meet alone. We cannot disrupt their meeting until the alien reveals the information he has.
Look, we need to move. They're coming after us, not the exile.
If they are coming after us, then they will be after him as well. We need to go rescue him.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm guessing we're in a lot more trouble than he is.
Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Du febko emareyam ga watasitu insula rakarakachata.
Anybody here catch that? All I understood was very.
I think he wanted us to give up the general to his poorly trained collection of bounty hunters.
Ah, well, that would explain it. Which one do you want?
I'll take the stupid one, who decided to threaten us rather than shoot us when he had the chance.
This is one of my safe houses. It's not too pretty to look at, but keeps away prying eyes. Yeah, well, it's one of those trade-offs. All the freighter exhaust from the docks, you know. Some aliens actually like breathing it, if you can believe it. You could say I've gotten used to it. This is actually perfume compared to how the rest of the docks smell. You know, Visquis is arranging a trap for you in the Jek-Jek-Tar. No surprise there. Thing is, he intends to cut the bounty hunters out of the loop and deliver you to Goto personally. Not smart from where I'm standing. An ex-Jedi with a death wish doesn't concern me. Unless credits are involved. That's why you're going to stay here until I meet with Visquis. Well, that smell you noticed when you came in? It's probably filtering through your lungs right now. I upped the dosage in case you had some Jedi training to resist poisons. Anybody without olfactory blockers, like I have, is going to start feeling dizzy and eventually fall unconscious. Good night, Jedi. Let me just take that environment suit, and I'll be back soon.
I know you can hear me. The numbness you feel should be wearing off soon, but not before we've spoken. When I first heard you were on Nar Shaddaa, I didn't quite believe it. I didn't think anyone could track me here, but I see I underestimated you. I've been trying to discover your purpose in coming here, but it eludes me. Some of your actions have aided the exchange, others have thwarted them. I did not know your intentions when you stood before us at your trial so long ago, and I do not know them now. But whatever they are, you have succeeded in drawing me out. If anything, you should know that your actions have convinced me I can stand by and watch no longer. Whatever harm the exchange harbors against Jedi, I will not let another suffer for it. A friend has gone to meet Visquis in your stead, and I intend to rescue her. I will return shortly, or not at all. If you have come to this moon for answers, or for revenge, then you will follow me. For if I fail, then you will be denied both.
Listen to me. Clear your thoughts. Still your breathing. Let the trace amounts of air in your lungs hold you. The Force can sustain you. Listen to it. Let it keep you alive until you reach safety. It is a technique similar to the healing trance. Some Jedi can hold their breath for hours, even days.
That does it, Hanhar. I don't want to kill you, but I will if you don't get out of my way.